Welcome to the Broke to Rich podcast. I'm your host Hendrik, and I'm sharing with you a normal 20-year-old guy who got the wild idea on his mind to try out various methods to earn money and become successful in life. Follow me on this journey and discover the best methods to earn money and become the best version of yourself. No filter, just raw.
Welcome to episode 5 of the Broke to Rich podcast. Episode 5 already, guys. This is going really fast. Really happy to be here and present this podcast for you. But let's dive into the topics. First, want to make my excuses. Last episode, as in the beginning of the episode, I said episode 3 was episode 4. Not a big mistake, but still. Just to clarify with you guys. But now let's dive into the content I have for you guys today. And first, I want to talk about 2 really important topics for life, which are discipline and self-control. What are discipline and self-control? Discipline is the ability to say yes to things that are good for you, and self-control is completely the opposite, which is saying no to things that are bad for you. Now, why are these 2 things so important if you want to become successful in dropshipping? If you want to become successful and you want to dedicate yourself to this, you need to cut off some certain things in your life and replace them with good habits. Like you can't just wake up at 10, then maybe you work for like 30 minutes, then get a big burger or something and like watch YouTube for the rest of the day. No, that doesn't work. You have to commit to it. Especially when you have found your winning product, you need to commit to it and be prepared to build your website and get into it. You know, you want to make your ad public as fast as possible. If not, your competitors are going to have a big advantage on you, and you're not going to jump on the trend but jump behind the trend. So I normally wake up around 6 o'clock in the morning, which is a great time to wake up. I normally go for a walk with my dog. I do that in order to get some sunlight exposure, which is really important to move around your sleeping hours. If you get sunlight exposure every morning, you will get used to waking up at that time and will make it lots easier. So after the walk, I pray and read my Bible, as I'm a Christian, and I think it's really important for me. And after that, I jump straight into work. So around an hour of 6.5, 7, I'll be working already on my projects, and I will keep working till around 9 o'clock. And around that time, I will just get breakfast, and after that, continue working. So when you get to lunch, you already have at least like 5 or 6 hours of work done, and you be really advanced. And I think it's important that you guys know that it's important to say yes to those important things, to let them into your life. Say, yes, I want to wake up at 6 a.m. Yes, I want to be dedicated to this work. Yes, I'm gonna get on the computer now and I'm gonna work on my projects. Instead of saying, maybe I should wake up a bit later. I don't know. I'm not a morning person. Let's just wake up at 9, and then we'll still get some work done. No, I wasn't a morning person as well, but I moved it around, and you will get used to it. If you wake up at 6 o'clock every morning, you will get used to it, and it will become so easy. I normally put my alarm, or like I put my phone on my alarm on my phone, and then I put my phone on my desk with a bottle of water on top of it. So in the morning when my alarm goes off, I have to leave my bed in order to turn it off. And right after turning it off, I will just drink some water to get hydrated, which is also really important. But okay, now self-control is the ability to say no to those bad things. What are bad things? What are things you don't want if you're dedicated to working? Eat junk food. Watch bad content on the internet. Spending a lot of time on social media. At the moment you feel like You want to do one of those things, just say no. You need to be able to say no. It's in the beginning, it's going to be kind of hard, but at one point you will get used to it and you will have the ability. Like when I was young, a few years, not even a year ago, sometimes I will go to bed at night and then realize I haven't brushed my teeth. And then I think like, I don't want to brush my teeth right now. I'm already in my bed. Let's just sleep, No. That's just the perfect example saying, no, you can't just stay in your bed. Yes, you have to brush your teeth right now. Get out of your comfort zone, get out of your bed and brush your teeth, It's just a little example I'm giving. But if you master those two concepts, you will be mastering dropshipping as well, and you will be successful, guaranteed. I hope so. We're gonna find out. Like I'm still in the beginning of the journey, but if this works out for me, it's also gonna work out for you. I promise that. But now let's go back to dropshipping. In the previous episode, we implemented our products to the store, so now it's time to start creating the store. Before you start creating your store, you need to invent a name for your brand. You can use ChatGPT for this. This is really easy. You just go to ChatGPT and ask him for dropshipping names that aren't used at the moment for certain sites and certain niches and categories. And ChatGPT will give you like 20 answers. And if that's not enough, it will give you even more if you ask for it. So just go on ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT for names, and he will give you a list with a bunch of names. And you can just choose one. Choose a simple one, a short one like I did. I choose the name Days, which is like 4 letters. Really short, really easy to say, really easy to remember. I think that's important when you choose a brand. But when you have that name, you're going into a program. I use Canva. You can get a lot of brand ideas on there, logo ideas, because you're gonna need a logo. If you're really good at photoshopping, you can do this. You can just go Photoshop your own logo, but I'm not at that level and it's not that necessary. You want to go for something that looks simple and professional. If you have those two important things, you look way more professional and you look way better instead of some really weird logo that nobody has ever seen. Just go to some famous sites on the internet, big brands, and look at their logos, and you're gonna see they're really easy. It's really simple, but they look really professional. So go into Canva, look for a brand that looks good, a logo, put your brand name into it, maybe put a little slogan. I don't know, I didn't do that, but you can do it if you really like it. But then try to take away the background. You can take like Canva Premium, you can take the trill and then cancel it immediately after using it, after activating it, and then you can download it without a background, but you can also go on the internet and use an application for that. Also try to crop it so it fills completely up the whole logo. The whole picture is filled with the logo because you want the logo to be as big as possible when you put it into your site. So now that you have a logo, you're going into Shopify. You go to the theme settings and you're gonna create. You can choose a theme. I usually use the normal one, which is the easiest one, not paid. There is a couple of free themes that are really cool. You can experiment with them, and that's, I think, something important I want you to do is experimenting with everything. Don't make your site exactly like everybody does. No, add something of your own to the site and make it your own. Make it original. And I don't want you to follow step by step everything I do. I want you to master the skill of making a site. So when you choose a theme, You're gonna get into the site, and on the left side you will see 3 icons. I want you to select the middle one, which is it's like settings or something. But you will find it. It's left side, and then you can implement your logo. It's like the first option over there. You want to implement your logo, and then it will appear in top of your site. You also want to make like a favicon, a fav icon. That's for your site, for your tab. I think it's really important. Gives your site a professional look. If not, there's going to be like the Shopify icon over there, and you don't want that. That's something you really want to avoid. It makes your site look way less professional. So you can do this by like taking the first letter of your brand, like make a little symbol or something, but you want it to be a little bit smaller than your original brand. If not, it's not going to look good at all. But yeah, that's basically everything you need to know about the logo. So now, beneath that, there is an option called Color Theme. I want you to go on Google and search for color psychology. Then go to images, and there you will see exactly what every color stands for, the color psychology. This is really important. You see colors with certain words next to it, and you're gonna choose some of those words and look which colors are related to your words, and like you want to choose words that are related with your products and that have to do with your site, and you're gonna find a bunch of colors that will fit really well with that. So then you're going into theme. I want you to experiment with this. I'm not going to say which colors you should use. You should choose your own colors. So after choosing your colors, you're going to have to select a font. Please don't choose the Shopify default font. That's the font we don't want. I want you to choose anything but that one, because every beginner has that font, and this is going to make the difference in between you already and a beginner. Choose a good font, choose a font you really like, and implement that to your store, something that fits good with your store. After that, you have a few options. I want you to experiment with that. That's up to you what you're going to do with it. I didn't move a lot with it. It's not going to be the most important because it's mainly going to show on your main page, and it's not going to be the most important page of your site. The most important page is going to be the product page, but it will affect your whole site, but it's not going to make a major difference. So I just left it like it was, and it's good. I moved around with a few things, like I made the buttons a bit rounder and stuff, because that's something I really like. But if you really have the time and you really want to make it your own, you can just experiment around with it. It's really good for your knowledge about making sites and stuff. But it's not that necessary. So then you have brand information, and the next 3 options, leave them as they are. You don't need to mess around with that. They're good. It's not nothing special. Just leave it like it is. And then we have the card. The card on the other side is really important. I've thought that the drawer was the best option. So people have to get less clicks, because you want them to check out as fast as possible. And you want vendor and enable cart notes turned off. You don't need those. It's only extra stuff you don't need on your site. So after that, you can select a collection that will be shown in your cart page, but as if I was you, I would just leave that for later. When you have your whole site finished, just do that after, you know. So those were like the main changes for your page. Now you only have to customize it. But I want you to do a few theme changes before ending the episode. I want you to go back to leave like the edit page, and want you to go to the themes. Then next to customize, you have 3 dots. And I want you to edit the default theme settings. Then you go to the products tab, and then I want you to empty the following boxes that are taxes included, duties included, and duties and taxes included. I want you to leave them empty. Next up, you have an option underneath that saying shipping policy HTML, and you want to change that to free shipping. So people know that you're giving free shipping, because we're not going to charge any money for we're not going to charge any charging fees or like shipping fees, as it makes it more attractive for people to buy your products. So next up, I have one more thing to change. It's on the same place. You want to go in the top to sections. Then you want to search for the cards section. And then you want to search the place where it says duties and taxes included, shipping at checkout without policy. You want to change this to put this week only free worldwide shipping. So everybody knows this is for the part in the card. It's going to be like a really boring text talking about taxes and stuff. No, you want this to be this week only free worldwide shipping, because that's going to make people buy it and confirm that they want to buy it. So that was it for today. I had a lot of information to cover, more than usual. And I think the quality of the podcast this time was better than the previous ones. Next episode, we're going to construct the homepage. And I'm really hyped up for this, because it's a really important step, but by far not the most important. But I think it's like the best, the nicest work to do is constructing your homepage. It's the most satisfying work, and it's really cool. So I'm going to give you some homework for today, which is opening your store and getting those settings I just gave you right. Try to make it original and in your style. And if you have any questions, my DMs are always open. You can also leave them in the comments. On YouTube, there is a Q&A option. On Spotify, you can also use. I will also respond to those. Do it however you like it. If you want me to review some of your stores or products, let me know. Just send them through Instagram, Twitter, whatever you want to send them, TikTok. But yeah, that was it for today.
Thank you for listening to this episode. You helped me accomplish my dream by listening to this podcast. If you like what you heard, make sure to follow and share it with a friend. And remember, I'm on a journey for a reason, which is getting you to be the best version of yourself. That was it for today. So, Hendrik, out.